76 kilogram champion. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner with a fire of 40 fights, 25 victories. He stands 182 centimeters tall, trained out of Team Sniper. He is the WNC World Middleweight Champion, representing Holland, Marco the Sniper Pique. And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner with 85 victories, 40 by KO. He stands 179 centimeters tall, trained out of the Boonchu gym. He is a 10 times World Muay Thai champion. Representing Australia, ladies and gentlemen, the gunslinger,
Here you go, Stan. It doesn't get any bigger than this. The main event proudly brought to you by Gasoline Alley. This is CMT3.
Okay, we had rules meeting yesterday. We went through the rules. You both understand. You're both professionals. You both know the rules. Obey my commands at all times. Respect the rules at all times. Touch gloves. Go back to your corner. Wait for the bell.
Let's have a look at the tail of the tape. John Wayne Parr out of the Boonchu gym. An impressive fight record, 115 fights, taking on Marco Pique, 40 fights. But I tell you what, mate, Marco Pique is an absolute beast, and he gladly accepted this fight against
Marco, right?
John Wayne Parr. Okay. This is for the 76 kilo CMT title, 5 3-minute rounds. Big thanks to Gasoline. Round 1. Stand promoting, fighting, training, running your own business. It's got to be a tough gig on Wayne Parr.
I have only one comment to make on something like that is you got to be mad. You
mate,
really got to be mad.
Obviously he's got a great team around him with Angie Parr, and mate, that rendition by young Jasmine Parr.
That was very moving even for me to watch, and you know, to think that you're singing the national anthem before your father fights, your mum ringside there co-promoting. It's a big event. It's something that I'm actually very humbled to watch.
Yeah, mate, she's a kid with a lot of talent, and I'm sure we'll see a lot more of her. Right now in centering, this is 5 3-minute rounds. He's looking up with the grapple.
Both guys trying to nullify the knee work. You know, look, any fighter that comes out of Holland, that it has a reputation. You've got to take it for real and show a lot of respect. I mean, you know, Holland, one of the top countries when it comes to Muay Thai fighting. Some of the greatest fighters of all time have come out of that nation, and when they send out a fighter that has a reputation like the Sniper, you better take him seriously.
Yeah, look, Marco is so well put together. You know, Wayne never takes an easy fight, mate. We've had the pleasure of calling him with a couple of his world titles down in Melbourne as well. He's a gentleman in and out of the ring. He always comes prepared. He doesn't make excuses. And at 36 years of age, mate, he hung up the gloves 12 or 18 months ago, and he was enticed to come out of retirement by Joe Namath down in Melbourne. Shows here as well.
Big fight, and it's very important that, you know, we want to see our great champion finish off on a high. Very important. So I'm sure he would never take on, like you said, a fight if he didn't think he was ready and prepared for. But at this stage, both fighters very, very careful. Oh, right hand!
Big right hand there over the top.
No, knockdown.
Brad McCarley not calling that one. It looked like a bit of a flash knockdown there, and Ryan just going for a bit of an MMA single leg takedown there.
He did do that bit of a counter, but we didn't see from the angle that we saw with the camera work whether his knee actually landed on the ground.
Right.
Brad McCarley just having a word to Wayne. And I reckon that rock Wayne, he's just looking a little bit composed, and that taken there probably a little strategic.
Yeah, probably. That's experience if that's the case.
Exactly, and that's what we're talking about. It's 116 fights, 185 wins in amongst that 10.
And really not letting the Sniper know that it affected him in any way or form, and that's again experience.
Mate, look, you're spot on there, mate. And as we said, we've called him fighting down in Melbourne. We've seen him fighting all over the world.
Get him up.
He keeps the poker face all the time. the first round there. Proudly brought to you by Gasoline Alley, Harley Davidson's down there in Pacific Highway, Slate Street. This is CMT3, proudly brought to you by JPS Coating. Let's have a look at the highlights there. Good work from Wayne opening up. And there's that right hand. Wayne was leaning a little bit to the right as that hit him, but, you know, could that have been a knockdown? It wasn't called in the end, and I think Wayne just there, as you said, Stan, a bit of experience there, just buying himself a bit of time. But a fairly even first round.
Probably, you know, he might be thinking to himself, you know what, I'm lucky I didn't get a knockdown there, because he knows whether he landed that knee or not. But having said that, like we said before, you know, that's experience, to be able to not show and give any confidence to your opponent.
Round two, Marco Pique, the sniper, all the way from Holland, accepted the challenge by John Wayne Parr. Of course, this is CMT3, proudly brought to you by Gasoline Alley, your main event sponsors. JPS Coaches right behind CMT3 and Wayne and Angie Parr. The Logan Metro Centre, all to the brim stand. Look at these, standing ovation when both fighters walk out. Starting to load up, working close to the grapple.
We're working with
very experienced fighter.
Okay, break. We're locked up and going away.
Yeah, look, John Wayne Parr's been in the game for a long time, and the world of Muay Thai knows exactly who he is, and he's so well reputed and respected that, from what I understand, the word going around in the very near future, in future weeks, he's actually taking off to Canada to do some training with John St. Pierre.
George St. Pierre's brought him over, or was taking him over to Canada, mate, and it's one of the things ticked off in the bucket list from John Wayne Parr. Stepping it up and taking it up to John Wayne Parr in this round two.
Don't lift him up, Wayne. Come on, don't lift him up.
Here's Rare Effects microphone just saying don't lift him up. Must be the MMA gloves. Bit of a head rush there from the people's champion John Wayne Parr.
Come on, work on that grapple.
Wayne up against
Right,
the
we're
ropes.
locked up. Nowhere. Step back up.
Good work here for Brad McCarley.
Fine.
Very light on his feet. He's a big unit, Marco Pique.
He's well put together too, and great shape, and definitely no slouch, that's for sure. Showing a bit of strength there, John Wayne Parr. It might be 36, did you say? 36?
36 years of age, mate. Still going strong. 36. So when he hung up the gloves, had a few injuries, but got him ties back by a good friend Joe Nathan down in Melbourne. And of course, he was forward on his own CMT promotions up in there twice. Hands by the sniper, Marco Pique, close.
Some nice rips to the body before finishing off to go low kick.
Just looking a little bit flabby in this second round,
He just doesn't look as comfortable as we're used to seeing him, that's all. But this is where, again, the experience will kick in. Done in the second round, he's landing some good low kicks.
Certainly Wayne, as we know, mate, lived his first 4 fighting years over in Thailand, lived and breathed in the Thais, honed his craft over there, came back 20 or 30 fights under his belt, now fought under K1 Max as well. He's fought everywhere, and he's fought the best of the best in Thailand and here in Australia.
5 seconds, round two.
End of round two, proudly brought to you by Gasoline Alley. This is CMT3, brought to you by JPS Coating. End of round two, let's have a look at the highlights of that second round. Good work there from Marco Pique.
Strong boy.
JPS Coating.
Good work there from Wayne in the grapple, just stand up to Marco. But to me, Stan, Wayne's been a little bit flat in his first couple of rounds, needs to step it up.
Which, you know, interesting, because we're not sure how the judges would have seen those first 2 rounds. So, you know, when we're not sure, it makes it even harder at this stage how the judges will score it. Having said that, you know, being local judges, they're not used to seeing Wayne Parr with as that as well.
Round 3, proudly brought to you by Gasoline Alley. And a big thanks to the boys down at Gasoline Alley, Harley Davidson, Pacific Highway, Slate Street. You can see place to buy
That's true. And you can see right off the bat in the early stages of this third round, John Wayne coming out with a bit more bounce in him. He wants to get a little bit more bounce because he did appear to both of us a bit flat-footed.
Here we go. This is John Wayne Parr, big hands.
Knockdown. No knockdown, says Brad.
just called it a bit of a slip. I don't know about that one, Brad, but end of the day, John Wayne Parr, that's more of what we like to see from John Wayne Parr. Big hands unloading in centre ring.
Yeah, he's opening up now in his third round.
Marco Pique just blocking up in the grapple, just buying some time. Haven't seen the elbows come out so far in this fight.
Come on, let it go, work. Come on, you're locked up now. Show me some work. Okay, break. Okay, break.
Just asking the boys to work. This is the third round. Fighter, promoter, Jim owner, husband, father, John Wayne Parr. He does it all here in centre ring. Really starting to unload on Marco Pique in this third round. Big handstand, and that's it. That'll be an 8 count.
That's a definite 8 count. You can see that coming. He just opened up. You can see the look in his eyes. He wanted a knockdown.
Reminiscent of his fight in Melbourne with Michael Zambides, where he had him up against the ropes. He was on a mission with the hands, and he did that with Marco Pique. Spinning back kick, just missing the mark. Good hands again from John Wayne Parr. Marco countering, but again trying to lock on the grapple. Big knee there from Marco Pique. The tempo stand has lifted in this third round.
Yeah, most definitely. Wayne Parr's really going. He's going all out with those punches. Digging in deep, looking for that inspiration. Looking at his profile here. Of course, the late Ramon Decker is the greatest inspiration for him. And the first foreigner to ever beat the Thais in Thailand. Big inspiration for our good friend Wayne Parr. Digging in deep, coming out.
So, I mean, he's had Marco rocked a couple of times in this third round. Again, big hands. This is a much better round for Wayne Parr now. Good uppercut there from Pique. He's got Wayne Parr up against the cage. Big counter fighting hands from Wayne Parr off the cage. He's just a beast, Marco. He's a big unit at 76 kilos.
Built well, strong.
Marco got his left hand dangerously
Come on,
low at the
come on,
moment.
show me work.
Adjustment of the
Fight.
Big looping right hand there. Good knee there from Pique as well, in nice and close. A big third round there for John Wayne Parr, and the crowd are on their feet here at the Metro Centre. The Logan Metro Centre is abuzz. Let's have a look at that. Some big hands from John Wayne Parr stand.
Definitely cut loose there with those boxing skills. Landing some great shots and took their toll on Pique. Nice rights, short rights, hooks, straight punches. Look at that look in his eyes, ferocious look in the eyes of John Wayne Parr.
Big right hand there from Pique as well. Pique towards the end of that round stopped throwing his right. I'm not sure whether he's done any damage to it. But he was also holding his left hand dangerously low as well. So this is round 4, proudly brought to you by Gasoline, Ellie Harley Davidson, Pacific Highway down there in Slacks Creek. This is CMT3 brought to you by JPS Coatings. The main event, exclusive to Fight Sports and Paris Productions on Foxtel, Channel 183, proudly brought to you by JPS Coatings. Marco looking a lot lighter on his feet.
Nice low kicks there by the Lash fighter. Wayne Parr comes back to some of his own.
San Marco now properly down on the cards. What does he need to do from here?
I think exactly what he's doing. I think the corner must have gone into his ear because the way he started off this round is probably the way their camp would like to see him go. Although, having said that, Wayne Parr comes right back here now.
Marco crossing elbow in nice and close. Wayne was getting him in the hands. Big hands again from Wayne Parr, right on the Gasoline Alley Harley Davidson. Big elbows there from Pique, just missing the mark.
John Wayne pours it with the boxing shields. That's what I like about John. He doesn't throw 1 or 2 punches. He throws a barrage of punches.
And you've called that earlier on, Stan. You don't like single combinations. And the hands again from John Wayne Parr, really again, starting to unload on Marco
Again,
Pique.
cutting loose. Look at this. Don't forget, they've got small gloves. He might throw 8, 10 punches. 2 might just land and do the damage.
Marco Pique in defensive mode at the moment up against the cage. He was trying to fight out of it with some elbows, locking on the grapple. Big knee.
Little blood there coming from the top of the head of John Wayne Parr. Not sure if it's his own.
Brad McCarley in there, nice and close, keeping a look at the boys. Big overhand right there from Pique.
Something's happened here.
Yeah, I think Marco's thrown a right hand. Not sure what's happened there, whether he's popped his hand or not, but Brad McCarley's holding his hand at the moment. Brad McCarley putting another 8 count on Marco Pique. Looked like he might have damaged his hand there standing in that 4th round.
He's in trouble. He's in trouble with that right hand.
Come on, let's go.
But there's no quit in this kid. He doesn't want to quit.
I reckon he's probably busted his hand, potentially his wrist. He went down the ground. He was holding it there standing in that 4th round.
He's just throwing a left hook. Basically, that's all he can do.
A big cut on the head of Wayne Parr up on the hairline on the left-hand side. Would have been one of those crossing elbows from Pique.
Can't throw right hand, Pique, but he can throw right elbow.
Big hands from Wayne Parr up against the cage as well. Yeah, Pique in a world of hurt at the moment. Had one of his weapons taken away.
Good work there by John Wayne.
Those elbows of Marco Pique in nice and close. Got to be careful. Obviously down on the cards now, 2 8 counts against him, Marco Pique.
Oh!
Gasoline Alley, you're getting your money's worth in this main event. A big thank you for getting behind this main event. The boys down at Gasoline Alley, Harley Davidson. And Marco Pique just getting introduced to the logo there in centre cage. Referee Brad McCarley just calling that one a slip. And there you have it, mate. Let's have a look at the highlights from that 4th round. Big high kick there from Wayne Parr. Marco Pique busy as well. The handstand, as you call it. Plenty of hands from John Wayne Parr.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about. You know, he's throwing combinations, and I'm talking about a machine gun of punches. So when you throw so many punches, you're going to land some.
Beautiful high kick there from Pique. Just catching Wayne Parr on the jaw as well. But we think Marco Pique might have busted his right hand in that 4th round with that big overhand right.
Yeah, but like we said, there's no quit in him. You know, if he can't throw right hand, he can throw right elbow. And he did that on a couple of occasions.
Yeah, mate, 5th and final round for the CMT 76 title up for grabs. Big thank you to Gasoline Alley, Slacks Creek, getting behind this one as main event sponsors. This is CMT 3, proudly brought to you by JPS Coatings. Can the promoter, can the main event fighter, can the 10-time world champion bring him home to the crowd?
Yeah, well, the John Wayne Parr that we know he wants to finish strong, and I bet that's exactly what he's going to try and do in his 5th and final round. As he comes again aggressively with those punches, throws Pique down as if to say, I'm too strong for you, son.
But Pique's got to throw caution to the wind now. We think he's busted his hand. He's down on the cards. We've seen his elbows. They are sharp in close.
Right now, John Wayne Parr's trying to take his spirit to let him know that he's still strong in this fight. 5th and final round. There's nothing there. There's nothing soft about John Wayne Parr. Nothing weak about John Wayne Parr. He comes out strong in this final round.
Standing up on the cards, what does he do? Does he stand back and take it easy now and just not wear anything?
That's not the John Wayne Parr we know. John Wayne Parr didn't come back to be an exceptional, great champion. I mean, he's out there. He's going to make sure he's going to give everything he's got. And we can see right now, Pique looks like he's had a handful.
Yeah, I think might have copped a bit of a finger in the eye. Not sure there.
Come on.
It sounds like through the effects microphone. He's saying his hand.
Brad's making sure there's no games and shit in him, that's all.
Stand at the end of the day, as you said, Marco's got to finish this one off. Wayne is up on the cards. He's going to take the belt unless Marco Pique pulls something out of the bag. The trademark switch up left from John Wayne Parr.
John Wayne's picking the shot smart now. This is why he's the great champion that he is. You know what I mean? He doesn't have to risk anything, but he still wants to put on a great show.
Big knees there from Marco Pique. He's not throwing right hand stand. He's got a problem with it, but he's trying to get in close. He's working the body shots. He's working the knees. He wants to get in and use the elbows.
And you can't help but admire him for that. You know, most guys in that situation right now say, if I quit right now, who's going to hold it against me? I'm fighting John Wayne Parr.
Exactly, and big crossing elbows from Pique in the dying moments of this 5th and final round.
You show me something. Okay, break. Come back.
The Gasoline Alley main event.
Nice move there by John Wayne Parr.
Bit of a sneaky step up back elbow there from Wayne, just to mix it up a little bit. Good knees there from Pique as well. Wayne keeping his hands.
Oh, he threw a right hand, Pique. He threw a right hand which landed but hurt his hand.
You can even see there stamina's gone down. He's landed on his hand, on his forearm, not wanting to put his hand down.
And really, John Wayne Parr's the sort of fighter too. Even if he wins this fight, he's going to acknowledge Pique for what a great warrior that is. That's the John Wayne Parr we know.
Yeah, exactly, mate. Look, he's a 10-time world champion in the ring. He's the people champion outside of the ring. I know you love calling his fights when he's down in Melbourne. We're having the pleasure of calling this one up in Queensland, his own promotion, CMT3 Caged Muay Thai. Oh, crossing elbow again from Pique. Another one, counter elbow there from Wayne Parr.
Nice elbow, spinning elbow.
And Pique cannot throw that right hand.
Pique just wants to hold on and buy a bit of time.
Final 10 seconds, mate. Here we go. The crowd are on their feet here at the Logan Metro Centre. This is the
Nice
finale.
little move. Nice little cheeky move there by John Muaythai. He knows he's done enough.
And there you have it, mate. Up on top of the cage to salute the crowd. The CMT title will go the way of John Muaythai. We've got to await the official decision.
Great to
have a
see.
look at that stand.
That's great to see. Two great warriors. John Muaythai, he says, you know what, you're a great warrior, champ. You might not win tonight, but definitely I know why I brought you here tonight.
It does not get any better than that stand, seeing the respect from both of these boys. A big thanks to Gasoline Alley, our main event sponsors here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks to Gasoline Alley, Harley Davidson for our main event. We went the distance. We go to the judges' scorecards. They have come back with a unanimous decision. Ladies and gentlemen, please salute your champion, the 76 kg CMT title holder from the red corner.
No surprises there. Stand the man longer than it is. John Wayne Parr, your main event winner. CMT3, the Gasoline Alley main event. An absolutely sensational card.